All right, so we're talking about. Oh, all right, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Full Blast Radio Artist Showcase. Here today we have Reno Noir, Sixth Element of Hip Hop, Djaytiger,
Yes, indeed.
and
Stu,
me, your
what's
host, Stu Dog. What's going on, fellas? Talk to me.
Oh man, doing good, man. Doing good. It's Friday, ready to get it in. So glad that this is going down. We're gonna really talk more about the showcase, what it entails. Um, Shout out to Tigress, Edelise. She put this thing together. You know what I mean? Really appreciate this.
We do, yes, we do.
Um, so basically, the idea of this segment is to help promote dope independent artists. You know what I'm saying? We help them promote exactly. Whether it be hip hop, R&B, it could be Latin. We won't just center on hip hop, but yeah, talented artists. A lot of talented artists. Um, exactly, and a lot of other things that's been going on with people that are taking advantage of these artists, charging them like $500 to be on a playlist that no one would listen to. You know, Full Blast Radio, between all of our combined social platforms, we got close to 100,000, followers. So by you having your song, your track on our platform, we'll definitely get the looks that it deserves. And it's not about trying to scam, you know what I mean? Because
Right.
you're supposed to help out people that are talented because a lot of things that are going on in with industry, they don't promote talent first as we can see. So we want to always push that forward, you know what I mean? I'm the executive producer, my wife is the production manager, so we really trying to really make this thing happen. And we have Reno in charge of technical and helping us run the show. We have Stu Dog, who's the host. We bring the artists, we talking to them, and asking them certain things, and we'll be playing their music, and you know, be a real good vibe. We really want to support
Right,
independent
right.
hip
So,
hop.
right, yeah. So we got yeah, because Reno's the technical support and co-host and DJ
Mhm.
Tyler. Speaking of artists and things like that, have you ever experienced any of these things that you've talked about? Being an artist yourself.
Yes, well, being like DJing, I've DJ showcases where they would have the artist have to sell like 10 tickets, like $25. You know,
Right,
they
right.
got to bring in 250, and then they get maybe a portion of that. You know, it really shows. Well, first, not saying that it's wrong that the promoters are doing that, but it really shows the artist who really supports you or not. Because there's been a lot of instances where these artists can't sell the tickets, and that right there should tell you who's really supporting you. If you don't have 10
Mm,
people that if you have 10 people that say they support you, but don't really support you, they're not real supporters.
right.
Yeah, if you're doing this music, and I'm not talking about you just started. If you've been doing this for a while and you know there's people out there listening to you, if you don't have at least 10 people that can support,
Support.
then it's, maybe, yeah, or find some real supporters. You
Right,
know,
right.
because yeah, it could be the music isn't that good, but I'm just talking about support. People say they support, but do they really support in the end? So a
Right.
lot of that I've seen that by doing these showcases. I saw a lot of showcases where the promoter wants to make so much money behind it that they'll book like 20 artists on a showcase that's supposed to start at 8, then it doesn't start till 10 on a weeknight. By the time 12 o'clock, 1 a.m. comes around, the last 4 or 5 artists are upset because everyone left. You know, you have artists which are selfish. They'll come there, they'll perform. Instead of sticking around and supporting other artists, they'll just leave with their entourage. You know, so then the club's half empty. You know, so it's a lot of things that happen, that go on, that I've seen, and you know, hopefully, you know, well, I have confidence that this will not be none of that. I can guarantee you. You know?
Right. So we want the people to know that we're here to solely support the artists and their works,
Right.
and therefore giving them a platform to where they can expand. So when we do all the behind the scenes hard work, and they just show up with their material and themselves, and they can get a fair shake in the game, basically, which is something they normally wouldn't be able to get based on the way that the industry is ran and the way things are nowadays. So being as that, like I said, you're an artist and you've experienced things, or even seen things, or heard, or whatever the case may be, it's great that you're doing this. It's great that you are reaching out and trying to give back and trying to, you know, put a platform with these, you know, these girls, guys, whatever anybody wants to be. I'm not going to assume anybody's gender nowadays, but that's a different discussion for a different show.
Yeah.
But for the people that wish to be, you know, into this, you know, it's not easy, and we know that. We know it's not an easy thing. Reno, you also have had some experience with, on the artist side yourself. You know, you were once, you know, in the rap game, rapping, you know, trying to get. Tell us about your experiences. Punch you up.
Nope. They still can't hear you. Yeah, just check your mic settings. Your levels should be moving in the OBS when you talk, Reno. If not, it's definitely not coming out. No, but your mic.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, because we can hear you on stream. All right, do me a favor. Just put the flyer back up. Put desktop audio on mute, and we'll get your mic working. So everyone in the chat, we will be back in a few minutes.
Right. Check. Yeah, that's coming through on the second bar. Yep.
So you see it coming through in the bar? Okay.
Check.
That should be it.
That should be it. It's the auxiliary mic thing.
Yeah. So he says you're good now. Okay, we good.
Wait, someone can hear me?
Yeah, we're good now.
Okay.
Just engage the mic. All right, you're coming through the OBS now.
All right,
cool. They can hear you.
All right, cool.
All right, yeah.
Let's try this.
Bring the flyer back.
All right, we back on live. We visually and audibly.
We apologize for our shrewdness here, but sometimes these things happen just like the Avengers and the Infinity Stones. Things just happen. But we got it back together just like they got on.
This is why we do this show.
So
and this is good, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Get everything kinks out of the way, and you know, stuff like that happen. Believe me, yo, I've done showcases where the mic, you know, or the artist will give me the song, and they put the wrong songs on the zip drive, and then they're like, oh no, that's not the song.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so believe me, nothing is 100% perfect when you're doing something live. There's always
Especially
something.
live.
You just gotta work around it in real time. You know,
Right.
don't get nervous. You know, but that comes with just years of just doing it. It's gonna happen on the fly.
Right. Right.
You know,
No, I've seen guys run up on stage with a mic and the mic was off, and they just so
yeah.
it
Yeah, it
happens.
could be something
bro.
simple. It was off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going. Right. It just keep going. They're like,
Yeah.
let's just keep going.
So to answer your question
Yes,
that you
really.
asked, yeah. So I've had experience when I was, like I said, late '90s, early 2000s. I was, doing little minor stuff, opening up for Hot Boys, Trick Daddy, stuff like that. But I experienced a showcase like Tiger was talking about, where they actually were forcing everybody that was in the showcase to bring $400 worth of tickets. Like you had to sell $400 worth of tickets, and every artist had to do that. And I'm talking about a line around the building of artists, coming to do this. And it was told that it was Lil Wayne putting it on. After the whole thing, everybody did their thing, and a couple of days later, we found out Wayne, put out a statement. He had nothing to do with it, didn't know anything about it, and these guys just ran off with tens of thousands of dollars.
Tiger said that. Tiger, you said that one day. We were talking about it. You said that.
They known for doing that too. Yeah, I mean, but nowadays you can't get away with it now. But back then, oh yeah. Or they'll do this. They'll say the artist is gonna come through. Even though they're not, and then the promoter will get on stage and say, oh, the artist had a fender bender, or they'll make up something where the artist didn't get there late.
Right.
Or I've had it where they'll say, they put the artist on the flyer, so you thinking the artist is gonna perform. They'll come 15 minutes, walk around, and then leave.
Yeah.
Because it didn't say performing, it says appearing live.
Appearing live, right? And they just at the club. They walk around the club.
You know what I mean?
Wow. So
but that's just to get the people there, because obviously if they're performing, they got to pay them a whole lot more money than just appearing.
Oh yeah. Like even when we were doing because the way I was opening up for those acts, it was because we got together, the crew put together 10 grand and paid their manager to have them come to the club and do a performance. But for 10 grand, they get up on the stage and do like one long song where they just do like a bunch of snippets of like their hits, and it just kind of blends together. They do a quick thing, they run up on the stage, they do a quick thing, and they take off. But we got the audience, so we do our show. But like there's a lot of shady stuff in this industry at all levels of the industry, all levels of the game. And so that's kind of the inspiration for this show, is definitely to kind of right some of those wrongs and give artists that are truly talented not only their money's worth, but the shine they deserve, because the industry itself isn't giving shine to true talented artists. They just want auto-tune, mumble rappers, say 3 words on a trap beat that they made with their, little Casio or something. It's a different game now. So people that are really putting in effort, writing great music, making great
using
beats,
intelligent words, making positive,
having a vocabulary with a message, the whole nine, they get no light. And so that's what we're here for.
Or being creative for that much,
right?
Because you got some guys that just aren't creative. Like with today's culture, we basically have the cookie cutter rap artist now, and that's just what the industry wants. And artists have to realize that you don't have to conform to what the industry wants.
Yeah, you make them conform to you. It's not
to
the
you. That's the revolutionary.
You have that talent. It will shine.
It will shine, right? When rap music first hit the scene, that's what was so revolutionary about rap, is that the artists were like, no, that ain't what I do. I do that.
Yep. Shout out to Amya Roxxstar.
Amya
Roxxstar. Shout out to Amya Roxxstar. She's gonna be one of the people to look out for. Definitely next week we will be showcasing 3 artists, and she is one of them. And can't wait to see her on here. A lot of the other things that we're gonna, do for this platform, you know, in the future, you know, future plans for the segment, you know, hopefully we'll have, you know, someone that, you know, if they're in Georgia, because, you know, the studio is actually in Georgia, you know, this is like, you know, future plans, come through the studio, perform, you know, maybe performances, freestyles, you know, not just say, you know, because showcases, that's what a showcase is. You go there and perform, you know, this is, they're coming on, you know, we're playing their music, we talk to them, but we'll have a lot of future things, you know, going on with the artist showcase.
Right.
And it's going to be centered around the artists and their talent. And, you know, there's another thing also, you know, to a lot of the artists that, you know, if they do submit and they don't get approved to be on the showcase, don't get discouraged. You know, we are also planning to, you know, if you're not going to be on the showcase, you will still get a look on some of our other platforms. I'm trying to build up the TikTok platform. I want to get someone to run that, and we'll at least put it out there. So the fans that maybe like your songs that maybe doesn't conform to the music that we play and support, you might find fans that like it, you know. So don't get discouraged if you don't get, you know, you don't get chose, you know, because we just want to support independent art. Believe me, I know I could be a little bullheaded when it comes to, you know, music,
grumpy old men type stuff.
Yeah. I don't want to get labeled that, but you know, when you've seen the evolution and the change,
it's hard,
and you know what you want to put out there that's not being put out there. You know, because all these other platforms, they're putting out all of that radio stuff, all of that, you know, less than talented stuff. So let them keep doing that. They got the big platforms to do that. Yeah. We want to put out people that have real talent, you know, that take their craft seriously.
The stuff that's not getting the shine elsewhere. That's why we're giving it. It's not like we playing favorites or we don't mess with that. It's just that this specific thing we're doing is for this specific genre or style or side of hip hop. And like you said, we'll have other platforms for the other types. And also, you know, if you send us some tracks, we might hit you back and say, hey, you got anything else? Something different.
Yeah, because maybe we might think that there or something that you sent, you know, maybe you didn't think it didn't work, but you might have something else. We can hear the talent. Or maybe you just did that one song thinking that, okay, I got to do this song for, you know,
because it's hot.
Play. Yeah. But you're really dope and you got all the stuff. Because when you put that first impression out, people will tend to think that
that's how you are.
About. So, but see, that goes into promoting yourself as well. Like I said, we're on this platform to help promote the artists, but you have to take yourself seriously too. You can't be like, okay, they're gonna play my song, I'm just gonna sit back, I'm good, I'm gonna get all these people to follow me. No, you gotta keep grinding. You gotta keep posting your social media. You gotta let people know, yo, I'm gonna be on Fullblast Radio. Yo, I'm gonna be on this. They posted my Instagram up. You know what I mean? So if you don't take yourself seriously, no one else will. So you just gotta keep putting the work in.
Now, do you think
it'll show?
Right. Now, do you think because of the way the industry is nowadays that's why a lot of artists have a low self-esteem when it comes to their music? Like when we were doing the behind the scenes stuff where I talked to a lot of artists, some of them they were pretty confident in their music. Like, and I like that. I like somebody that says, well, look, this is my music, this is what I put out, this is me. Like, I get that. Like, I like that. That right there to me shows that not only are you serious about your craft, but you're not gonna let nobody tell you what music you should
conform to the masses.
Like that would be like somebody telling you, Tiger, like, look, you know, why you ain't doing blends with Little Baby? Why you ain't doing like little blends with Future? Or, you know, it's not that I don't like Future. It's just this is what I do and I'm good at it. I think that the industry now has it to the point where these young kids, they see one thing. And like I said, with the invention of the internet, it also puts everything on one platform.
Yeah, and like Amaya said there's no artist development. There's no real A&Rs, you know, because like Reno said, you can just turn your computer on, make a beat, rap anything, and put it out. And as long as you have yes men behind you, not you saying, yo, maybe you shouldn't put that out. You know, you have people they'll just put anything out. And, you know, like I said, a lot of stuff is just put out and agreed upon by the masses, which maybe it shouldn't. And
it shouldn't.
And there's a lot of egos too. You know, a lot of people think that they the shit, and they haven't done nothing. You know, DMX once said, "Everybody's the man in their own hood."
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like who knows you outside of your 10-block radius?
Right.
You know, so there's a lot of egos involved in that too. You know, and a lot of people need to be brought down to earth.
Be conscious of that.
But and it's an egotistical genre. I mean, rap music, hip hop since the beginning was always about I'm the greatest, I'm the best.
But you have good hip hop, you have bad hip hop, and then you got that.
Just like anything, you have a yin and yang with everything.
Right.
But there's stuff that I'd be like, no, I listen to a lot of hip hop, a lot of music, period. But if there's one thing I listen to a lot of, is hip hop, and I can tell you, if I hear some bad hip hop, it's bad hip hop. I'll tell you, I'll be like the Black Album. Like,
here we go.
Let's not bring that into this.
We're not gonna bring that into. But let's talk about some good hip hop. I heard Amya Roxxstar. Let's go there. I listened to her stuff. Went on her website. She got videos on YouTube. I watched all of that. Right. I watched all. And I'll be honest with you, you can see where she started out when she was younger, and then as she got older and she grew. Because I'm looking at the videos and I'm like, man, like wait a minute, she was younger in this one than she was in that one. I'm like, hold up. Then I'm going back and I'm looking. I'm like, okay, you can see where she developed. You can see her growth, right? You can see her growth from when she was a little girl to now as a woman, where she's making music differently. She's presenting herself differently, and I dig that. You know what I mean? When I looked at her stuff, we had another artist, Pinky, Big Pink. I looked at his stuff.
Pink Fontaine, word.
Pink Fontaine. Right. He got a lot. He has a lot of stuff, and I went through it. He's got a Twitter feed with his music. He put out a couple albums. I mean, and like you said, right? It's like you said it the best. How many people support you? Like if you go into your hood and that 10-block radius and they not buying your music, they just like what you do and they want to be part of it and get the free ride. But if you want to support me, show me your support.
Because you have no problem going on iTunes buying it from someone you never met.
Right, spending money on them.
Going to a store and buying it from someone you never met. So why would you have a problem buying it from someone that you know?
If you really like it, if it's really dope to you.
Yeah.
Like Djaytiger.
You should jump to want to support someone you know that's doing it.
Right.
And speaking of support, Djaytiger, man, I mean, I don't want to get off subject here, but the TuneIn Radio hasn't been working. Can you fix that, please, my man? Like, can you just get that? And I've been trying to go on TuneIn Radio.
It should be working.
You sure, man?
Yeah.
Because I went on the other day. I was in the backyard. I had the grill popping. I was back there. It was a nice day. I was like, boom, TuneIn Radio, Alexa. They was like, there's a problem with the TuneIn Radio. You can't listen to Full Blast, but here's another radio station. I don't want to hear another radio station.
I'll look into it.
You sure? I mean, I can ask her right now. See if it's possible.
No, I'll look into it after this.
Thank you. We appreciate you and all you do. Because we listen to Full Blast Radio. If I'm not listening to your live stream, then I can pull that up. And for everybody out there that don't know, Djaytiger has TuneIn Radio. I know all y'all listen to TuneIn Radio. You got iHeartRadio. So we're not going to promote iHeartRadio today. We're going to promote Full Blast Radio. You can listen to.
Yeah, never know promote iHeartRadio.
You can listen to Full Blast Radio live stream on iHeartRadio. So if you have Alexa, tell her to play Full Blast on TuneIn. If you got the Google Assistant, same thing. Siri, same thing. They're all hooked into that one app, and you can listen to it. Djaytiger, you also have an app out of the Google Play Store. Am I correct?
Yes, but it's currently getting built by a different provider. Okay. The provider I was on, I left that one. Matter of fact, Reno let me know that Almega was getting his app built, and when mine's done, we're both gonna have a launch party app together. So hopefully in another week, the app will be completed, and you'll be able to start. I mean, I think you could download it. You should be able to download it now.
Yeah, because I have it, but it's not
Yeah,
really.
Yeah.
But
It's just kind of down. But so we can have you back here, what, in about a week or two on the same platform just to promote?
yeah. I mean, I'll I don't know about on the artist showcase. That's going to be for the artists.
I mean,
But
you
we
are
will.
an artist.
I'll come in, at the end of the show, and give you an update. Put it down.
Right. Well, I mean, you are an artist, man. We just trying to showcase everybody. I know you're busy and you're rich. You know what I mean? You black and Republican. We get that. We get that. But
ain't Democrat or Republican, bro. Full blast.
We just want to keep up with Djaytiger and what he's doing and the things that he does. And when you get your app up and running, hey man, listen, we want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Yep.
People that love hip hop want to know. And
we will definitely, and as far as with the app, I got plans to with the showcase, when I want to as we're doing these artist showcase, I want to start releasing a compilation. Fullblastradio artist compilation be available, maybe just on the app. Mm-hmm. So make people go download the app and support it. Support your artists that were on the artist showcase by downloading the app, and that showcase mixtape will be on the app.
Yeah. Okay. And the show's gonna be a lot of fun, y'all. We're gonna have the new artists on. We're gonna talk to them, get to know them. Do a little interview, play some of their songs for y'all, and as we go through all the artists and show everybody stuff, at the end we might do a freestyle cipher with all the artists that are there. Bust a little freestyle on a beat. So it's gonna be mad fun. And great art. And Fully Loaded is another artist that we got that's on deck, man. If you listening, bro, register your stuff, man, so we can get you on the show.
Yep.
And cause like
gotta do the legwork.
Yeah. Amya Roxxstar, y'all brought her up. She's done a lot, like from talk shows to shows like book, something like she's
she also
really
did a makeup. I just recently found because I was going through it. I've been looking at their stuff. She did a makeup consultant or something for one of the girls from Love and Hip Hop or something like that. One of the people that's on Love and Hip, she did something. I think that's. I don't know. I know it's down in Atlanta, and I was reading about it. Like she wrote a book. She did a lot, man.
But she's doing, she's really promoting herself. She's really putting the work in, and right. And so, these other guys that you guys have turned in music and stuff, just get behind yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Push yourself. Get up in here. Register. We're gonna get you on the show, man, and you're gonna get a lot of views, a lot of new subscribers, followers, all of that, just off of this strength alone.
Yeah, this isn't a Spotify playlist with 50 people listening, and then you got to pay like $500. None of them scams, all of that bull that was going on last year. None of that.
None of that. And going against a million other rappers and all of that. No.
Yeah. Rap music's always been live. It's always been in your face. It's always been personal. It's always been, like when Run DMC first did Here We Go, they did it live. The first time you ever heard it, they did it live. Mm-hmm. They recorded. That's how they put it out on the album, the live recording from where they did it back in 1980, whatever. That's hip hop to me. Because a lot of stuff I ever heard from hip hop, when I first heard Just a Friend by Biz Markie, he did it live on Red Alert Show or Chuck Chilla. He was on Chuck Chilla. He did it live. Oh no, it's Marley Marl. He's on Marley Marl. We listened to Marley Marl show. He came on there and rocked it live. I was like, he did Just a Friend. He did a couple of songs, and it was off his new album. He was like, I'm just do it live. They were like, word? He ain't skip a beat. He did the whole song live right there. And first time I ever heard KRS do The Bridge Is Over, I heard him do it live on Red Alert Show. Mm-hmm. First time I heard him, the P is Free. I heard him do it live. Like I had never heard those songs before. I was like, damn, and they did it live. So
that's how artists used to put out a new track, was they would do it at the concert.
Yeah, the concert, or they'd jump on a radio show, rock that beat.
Stretching Bobito.
Right. Yeah, so now we got lazy. We want Spotify and we want Facebook. And
see, the artists think that people are supposed to, like these the money and the everything is supposed to be given. No,
fame and
you're
all of that.
supposed to go out there and get it. It's not
You
gonna
gotta
come.
earn it. You gotta earn it. You
You got to go out there and earn it. Word up. So,
yes, it is. It's not gonna fall on your lap. This ain't Hollywood.
Yeah. So submit your music, register. That's two separate processes. So just because you submitted your music, you still gotta register. So we can get you up here.
So check your emails because we had a couple problems with that as well. People not checking the emails, and that's all.
yeah,
good.
yeah. Make sure you check your emails. Yup.
Check your emails. Yeah, because it's actually a two-step process. So the first process is, you go on and you fill out the application, you submit your music, your pictures, your videos, whatever. We'll take whatever you got. Once you do that, you either get approved or denied. You get approved, that's the next step. We'll send you the approval status, and then we'll send you the registration and all, and you got to fill that out. We'll email that to you, fill that out, send it back to us ASAP, because we have to put this show together and get everything up and running smoothly so that we can showcase you the right way. I mean, because right now we're doing a free trial, and once that's over, if you're going to be paying, we're trying to get you your money's worth. So I don't want to, nobody wants to take your money and then we don't present it the way you thought it should have been presented or whatever. We don't want those problems. So we're here for the artists. We're here to showcase you. That's what we're going to do. That's how it's going to go down. And we like to have any artist. I don't care if you do spoken poem, just spoken word. We with that too.
Exactly.
Yeah, whatever you do.
It's not just limited to hip hop. Hip hop, R&B, Latin, jazz, rock, spoken word. So.
And if you do auto-tune, heavy auto-tune with your music, I know that's hot right now. A lot of people do that. If you got to do that, give us a version without the auto-tune, or you can turn the auto-tune way down so it's mildly there. Because we got to hear your talent. We got to hear the true you. That auto-tune is made to kind of cover up the people that can't sing and rap. So we got to hear you. So
and as we know, there's a lot of auto-tune.
I don't care if you got auto-tune or not. I'm gonna really listen to it.
Yeah.
And if it's not good, I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah, it's gotta fit. It's just gotta fit.
Right. It's gotta fit. Because just because you auto-tuning it up and you looking like Lil Wayne and you sounded like Future and you rapping like Baby, that don't mean you're good. That means you're good at emulating or imitating what you see or what you think the industry wants.
That's hip hop now. Like hip hop used to be about being original. It was always about I'm doing something no one else is doing. Yo, I'm doing this. Ain't nobody got this. Or I got these. Ain't nobody got these. Now it's like you want to. Yeah, exactly. Now they want to sound like everybody. If you don't sound like who's hot right now, they're not gonna mess with you.
And that's why a lot of artists failed with that. That's why that playlist thing I told you about failed too. When these artists were scamming all these independent artists to get on a playlist. There's like 80 artists on the playlist, and at least I can guarantee you 70 of them sound alike.
Oh yeah.
So who's gonna really pick you out of these artists? You sound like the other 69 artists.
Right.
And now you got the top artist that's supposedly hosting the mixtape game. I'm gonna put his name out there because he was one of them. That was one of them. His song is the first song or second song. After that, you got 60, 70 other artists. No one's really listening to it. And like I said, at the end of the day, it was a scam just to get people's money because of the pandemic. And it wasn't right, man. It wasn't right what people was doing. People are trying to get their music heard. Independent artists are trying to, create a livelihood. And then you have artists that were in their lane, now they're famous, scamming those artists. You know what I mean? So that's all. Like I said, we're here to tell you that this is not what this platform is about. The registration fee after the trial period, which is ending, I think, in 3-4 days, if I'm not mistaken, after the 15th, it's $30. It's $30 registration fee. But like you said, you see the numbers. You can see how many people are following Fullblast Radio. See how many are following Instagram. Right. We have other platforms. So the numbers are already there. It's not like you got to worry about, okay, it's going to be on the Spotify playlist. Who's going to follow the playlist? Yeah. I went to the playlist personally. 50 people following it. 40 people following it. It's not 10,000, 20,000. If that was a real artist that created that playlist, if that was really Game's artist playlist, wouldn't you think that he would have 10 to 20,000 people following it.
Right.
That tells you right there that it was a scam.
Right. And yeah, and we got a big network. It's not, it's Full Blast Radio, but it's also 6 Element of Hip Hop. It's Comic Crusaders. You know what I mean? It's a big network that we all show love.
Full Blast Fanatics. Yep.
Right.
I was going to say, it's my next
Fanatics.
Full Blast Fanatics. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yep.
Well,
get a lot of eyes on you.
Right. And that's what they want. That's what they need, actually. But,
But that auto-tune makes you disappear because it makes everyone sound the same. If you doing auto-tune, you sound just like the other guy doing auto-tune.
Yeah.
They're not gonna hear you. So give us
true.
your raw music, all right?
So we keeping it raw, we're keeping it hip hop, we're keeping it as close to the original element as we know, us three. And not trying to take, because for me, hip hop has mad flavors. Like, it's different flavors. You got the South, you got the Northeast, you got the Midwest, you got the West. They all pump out different versions of hip hop. And I just find it oddly strange that in today's culture right now, we only hearing one flavor of hip hop.
But it's not even one of those regions. It's a melting pot of Chicago, of Atlanta, of LA, of New York, because the internet, man, and social media is like, it's the worst thing that ever happened to hip hop, because like you said, we used to have regions. The South did it their way, the West did it their way, Northeast had their own flavor, like everyone had their own style.
And it was all up.
And that's right. And that was the dope thing about it. Yeah, I'm in the mood for some Southerns right now. Like, I might feel like hip hop right now. I might feel like Snoop. You know what I mean? It don't matter, but we had those different flavors, and now it just seems like it's one big gumbo, all the same.
This is true.
Because of social media blending all the regions.
Right. And making it just one thing.
Yeah. And because you hear everything right away. Like, West Coast had to do their own thing because they was doing it, and they had to record it, put it out, then they had to spread through the radio. So it took a while for other regions to hear other regions. You know what I mean? Now they hear it all immediately, and they want to sound like the hottest thing. And now anybody can be a rapper, like you said, Tiger. There's no A&R. You don't have to get signed to a label anymore. Like, it used to be a mission, a real struggle just to get heard, just to get your demo out, your tapes in a portrait. But there's none of that no more. So we trying to showcase, man. We want to showcase the real talent.
Definitely. Yep.
But I can't wait, y'all. This is gonna be good.
Yep. Yeah. So bottom line, this, like I said, this Full Blast Radio Artist Showcase, any artists that's still listening, submit. The links are in the actually one just went up right now. In the chat, you see the link to register. The link is also available in the community section of Full Blast Radio on YouTube, and also on Full Blast Radio on Instagram. And like I said, this is, this is primarily a hip hop station, but obviously, I play hip hop, R&B, house, reggae. So the showcase is not limited to just hip hop, even though we talk a lot of hip hop. We want all artists that are talented to submit, whether it's hip hop, R&B, Latin, reggae, house, spoken word, any type of talent that you have.
Yeah.
No
poker. Don't submit anything.
No. We don't want no gambling. We just want, none of that. Yeah.
We don't want that. What about country music?
Well,
listen, if you turn in some country music and it's dope enough to get chosen, then hey.
Yeah, it would really have to be something. Really.
It would have to be.
I don't play country music on here, so I don't know if you're trying to throw
I don't know
curveball at me.
I don't know what you could do, but
we don't play country music, so that should tell you right now.
Hey man, listen, Johnny Cash to me was the first rapper. He shot more people, been to jail more times, and had more women than anybody I know.
Doing
Johnny
albums
Cash.
about prison.
Yeah, he did. He was a menace to society before. Menace Society came out. You know what I mean? So
shout out to Johnny Cash, but you can go down the dial if you want to hear some Johnny Cash, right?
All right.
And we'll leave it at that. Shout out to the tribe in the building, man. Appreciate y'all.
Salute.
Yeah.
Shout out to
100%. Shout out to
that's listening.
Yeah, everybody in the chat.
Yes, and also one more thing before we leave. Also with the app also, they currently, there's thousands of people that have the app already. So when we're doing this showcase, also I want to eventually have it tapped in to the live audio at least, so people can hear it on their phones. You know what I mean? If they can't be on YouTube to watch us, at least they can listen through TuneIn through the app. Right. So that's another thing as well. That's even more exposure. Yep. Just think of it as like a radio station. Like you turn on the radio, you tune in into Fullblast. It's the same thing. You put it on your phone, and it's gonna be the same experience.
Okay, Djaytiger. What other projects you got coming up in the future? Any new mixtapes, mashups?
I got a Marvin Gaye blend coming soon, and I got something else, but I don't want to say it yet.
Okay,
I'll let y'all know because I don't know if it's official.
All right. Now we still waiting. We still waiting for the Grap Lover and Metal Face hookup mashup. Still waiting.
Yeah, no doubt.
We know we're gonna get it, but we just.
Well, I got to get with Grap about getting some acapellas from him. He's currently been moving. He's dealing with some other stuff now. So as soon as I link with him, because I want to get some exclusives from him that are not out, so it can be a real exclusive. You know what I'm saying?
All right. And Mr. Reno Noir, 6th Element of Hip Hop.
Yes, sir.
Future projects, anything you got going on? Anything you want to tell us about before we sign off?
Now, everybody knows, man, 6th Element of Hip Hop, Mondays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do hip hop and comics with the same lineup you see before you now. The three wise men, Djaytiger, Stu Dog, and myself. And we talk comics, hip hop, whatever's going on in the industry at the time, either industry. And then Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well, we do New Comic Book Day indie reviews. So that's usually live as well. So we chop it up about all the new indie comics that came out that day.
So we got
Other than that, yeah, man.
Fridays
will be right here.
We got Woo Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
New Comic Book Day and Woo Wednesday.
And Woo Wednesday on the same.
Wednesday, hump day, man.
You couldn't ask for a better day. You couldn't ask for a better day, even if.
And tonight, what's going down. 9:30, we getting it popping. Friday night lights. I like to call it. It's Fullblast Fridays. We're gonna get it in party mode.
Always
we got the liquors here. Matter of fact, I had a delivery. I think it's outside of the door, so I'm gonna have to get that.
Okay,
fellas, thank you. This was wonderful. Next week,
always
definitely, we'll have the three artists on the show, and you will get to see their talent in full force.
Okay, once again, we thank you all for joining us. Everybody in the chat. Salute. Tribe. Salute. Everybody out there. Everybody in the world. Salute.
And the songathons. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Just mention it to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. DJ Tiger does a songathon at least once a month, right, DJ Tiger?
Once a month. Yep.
Once a month, we do a songathon. Now, listen, we are a movement. We are a showcase, and somebody got to keep the lights on.
Word up.
As the Punisher would say, we got to find some way to fund this war on bad hip hop. So we do the songathon once a month. Hey, listen, if you got $1, donate $1. If you got two, we just can't take no change. So
you get a song played.
And it's $5 minimum, so you can do donate $1.
Get a song played for $5. Yeah.
Well, listen, if you donate $1, you're just helping keeping the lights on. But if you got a request, it's $5 a song.
$5.
So we know everybody's pocket. Some people's pockets are deeper than others. We get that. So if you can't request it, if you don't have enough to request a song, give $1. Keep the lights on. I mean, at least you can listen to good music while, even if you don't have any money, you can listen to good music while you're broke. And we get that. When you listen to music when you're broke, listen to good music. Other
And
than
it's
that,
Friday. We know y'all got paid. So
Friday, y'all got paid.
it starts tomorrow at 1 p.m. So you didn't even finish the weekend. So we know your pockets got a
Still
little
got some
something. So
money.
you
Yeah.
could donate $5.
Nobody going to no clubs.
Like, we know you got a favorite song you want to hear.
Yeah.
Throw that up for your phone, even if it's one song.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But like I said, we funding this. We know we gotta find some way to fund this war against bad hip hop. That's how we do it. Keep it like on. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
there you go. Stream Elements just tagged it up. Live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Classic hip hop from 1980 to 1989. I can't wait.
I was here. Right. I was here. Yeah, that was my next question though, because you usually have a theme. So I was going to ask what the theme was, but you just answered my question.
Yep.
So
80s.
80s. So you can check Djaytiger out on YouTube, Twitch, Bandcamp, which is my favorite site, but we're not gonna go there. You got him on TuneIn Radio. If you got Alexa, tell her to pull him up on TuneIn Radio. You got Siri, tell her to pull him up on TuneIn Radio. If you got Google Assistant, tell him to pull him up on TuneIn Radio. Reno Noir can also be found on YouTube.
Noir. It's Noir. You keep saying Noir. You know Noir, man. Like a noir, like a detective novel. You know, Noir. Reno
Noir. My bad, man. Noir. You know, listen. I know I might butcher it, but I don't mean no harm.
I'm just breaking balls, man. Forget about it.
I know, man. I know. We do that all the time. So Reno Noir can be found 6 Element Hip Hop on YouTube, Monday, Wednesdays, Friday,
6:30 p.m.
6 p.m. Mondays. And what time are you doing the new comic book showcase?
It's 6:30 p.m. Monday, 6:30 p.m. Wednesday. Easy to remember.
Now listen, you're only doing indie comics, right? For now.
Right. We doing indie comic reviews.
Right, guys.
All the other channel, if you want the Marvel and the DC, go look at every other comic YouTube channel on YouTube, because that's what they do on Wednesday. So I'm showing light to the indies because they don't get a lot of light and they're dope and talented.
Like we doing with the music.
Exactly. We doing right here.
All right. Well, we're gonna sign off now. We thank you all for coming. We love you all. See you next
week, same time, 6 o'clock.
Same bat channel.
Same channel.
Peace.
Same Full Blast time. Same Full.